Now the fourth part, the taxi charges in a city consist of fixed charges together with the charges for the distance covered. In a city, taxi drivers, what they were doing, they were charging fixed charges plus distance charges for the distance covered. That is total charges they were charging from the customer. For a distance of 10 km, the charges paid is rupees 105, and for the journey of 15 km, the charges paid is rupees 155. If the customer is traveling for the 10 kilometers, the charges is 105, which includes the fixed charge and the distance, that is the distance covered, that is 10 kilometers. Okay. The charges for the 15 kilometers is 155. In this also the fixed charges are included plus the charges for the 15 kilometers. What are the fixed charges and the charges per kilometer? What we have to find out? We have to find out the fixed charges. That is the taxi drivers what they were charging if you have, that is fixed, and the distance and the charges for the per kilometer. If you have covered 1 kilometer, then what will be the charge? 2, 3, 4. How much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 kilometers? And then we have to find out what will be the charges for the 25 kilometers. Let's start the solution. Like the fixed charges is rupees X, means X, rupees X, a customer have to pay. Okay, whatever the distance he is going to cover. And the charges for distance covered, that is per kilometer, means per kilometer के accordingly हमारे charges क्या हैं, that will be y. Okay, now make the linear equations. The first is x, first equation according to the first given condition, that is distance covered is 10 km and the charges they are rupees 105. So the x we are having is the fixed charge and y is the charges per kilometer. So if the customer have covered 10 kilometers, then 10 multiplied by 5 and the total will be 105. Now the second condition, journey of 15 kilometers and the charges paid is 155. Again x will be fixed, so customer have to pay this, plus 15 into y, that will be the y. If the person have covered 15 kilometers, then that will be multiplied by the y, because y is the charges per kilometer. The total charges will be 155. So these are your two linear equations that you have to solve, and you have to find out the value of x and y. When you have found out the value of x and y, then you have to find out about the charges of the 25 kilometers. For that, x will be the fixed charges plus 25 multiplied by y, that you have to find out. After finding out the values of x and y, put in the equation 3 and get the answer for the distance of 25 kilometers charges. Clear, students? Now the first part, a fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added, both the numerator and the denominator. If 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Find the fraction. What is given? We have given with the fraction, and if we added 2 in the numerator and denominator also, then it becomes 9 by 11. So first condition we are having, if we added 3 to both numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. This is the second condition, and using these two conditions we have to make the fraction. Now let's move to the solution. Let fraction is y by x. Let x is a numerator and y is a denominator. If we added 2 both sides, 2 in the numerator and denominator, the fraction becomes 9 by 11. Okay, now but we want a linear equation, right? And this is not a we have to make it. This implies just cross multiply. 11 will be multiplied with x plus 2 and 9 will be multiplied by y plus 2. 11x plus 22 is equal to 9y plus 18. Now take the variables one side and the constant on the another side. 11x minus 9y, here it is positive, it becomes negative. Now 18 is positive, 22 when go to that side it will be negative. So what will be your first equation is 11x minus 9y is equal to minus 4. That will be your first equation. Now come to the second condition. If 3 is added, first of all we added 2, now we are going to add it 3 and it becomes 5 by 6. So in the numerator and denominator we have to add 3. Again the same step we have to follow. We have cross multiplying 6 with x plus 3 and 5 with y plus 3. 6x plus 3 is equal to y, 5y plus 3. 6x plus 18 is equal to 5y plus 15. Again take the variables on the one side and the constant on the another side and we get the equation 6x minus 5y is equal to minus 3. This is your second equation. Same process you have to follow. You have to use the substitution method, that you have to find out the value of one variable from one equation and put on the another equation and find out the value of that variable. If you are finding out the value of x in the one equation, then put the value of x on the another equation, get the value of x. This is, and then after finding the value of x, find out the value of the y, and that will be your fraction. Okay, let's come to the next part, that is the last part of the question. Yes, but the last part, that is the sixth part of the question, says 5 years hence, means after the 5 years, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. Here we have to find out the ages, and the age of Jacob, the age of the father, will be 3 times that of his son. उसके एज 5 साल बाद, after the 5 years, the age of Jacob will be 3 times of his son. This is the first condition. 5 years ago means 5 years, just already having said, the Jacob's age was 7 times that of his sons. Before 5 years, the Jacob's age was 7 times of his son. What are their present ages? Okay, let the age of the Jacob is x years, present age uski x years hai, and the age of the son is y years, and present age of the son is y years. So let's come to the first condition. 5 years hence means 5 years ago. 5 years after 5 years. So x is a present age plus 5 years. Y is a present age and plus 5 years. After the 5 years, the age of the father will be the 3 times of his son. So x plus 5 is equal to 3y plus 5. Let's solve that. X plus 5 is equal to 3y plus 15. And when we have solved it, we got the equation x minus 3y is equal to 10. This is your first equation. Now come to the second condition, and is 5 years ago. Means before 5 years. So we are going to subtract 5 years from the present age, x minus 5 and y minus 5. What was the condition? The age was 7 times. The age was 7 times that of his son. Okay. So we are going to multiply the age of son with 7. X minus 5 is equal to 7 y minus 5. X minus 5 is equal to 7y minus 35. And when we have solved it, we got the equation x minus 7y is equal to minus 30. These are your two equations that you have to solve and find out the values of x and y. And those are the ages, present ages of Jacob and his son. With this, we have completed the exercise 3.3, and we will be back with the next topic, that will be the elimination method, tomorrow. Till that, practice all the questions, solve these equations, And if you have any problem, you contact your teacher.